Word on the street. Word on the street. Here's Paul Bass with Word on the Street. I'll come back to luxury.
You need to step back though.
Good morning.
Hi, Babs. How you doing?
I'm good. Happy UConn winning day.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'd like you to meet Angel Diaz. We're near a loud truck he drives, purplefuels.com. We're on Munson Street. And what's the word on the street today, Mr. Diaz?
Word on the street is me delivering
I can't hear him.
to different houses.
Can you hear us, Babs?
Yes, when he turns his head, I can't hear him.
Okay. What are you doing today?
Well, I'm delivering heating oil to different houses.
And you're backed up today?
Yeah, very busy. I got a couple houses in New Haven, and then I got some in Orange. I just came from West Haven, so it's like.
And are you going to do this house here?
Yeah, I already did this house here.
So let me ask you: is this a busy time? Is this the last gasp of cold weather, and then it goes easier in the summer?
Yeah. The weather has a lot to do with it. So right now it's like kind of still busy, but maybe towards more of the summer it's gonna slow down a little bit.
And why is today busier than like last week or the week before?
Just because of the weather, you know.
Turn cold again.
People, oh, it's cold now. Maybe we should get some oil, you know, and
So the fact that it got cold the last few days made you busier.
Right.
And how long you been delivering fuel oil?
I've been delivering fuel oil for about 4 years now.
And what's that like? Is it a good job?
I love it. I mean, I pull the hose from, let's say, this is an easy
driveway.
You know, so I just pull the hose, hook up, and listen to the whistle, and wait till the oil finishes, and then roll it up and head to the next one.
And what do you like about it? You said you love it.
Well, I love it because I get to drive around, you know, and I like to drive. So, you know,
even a truck like that, like it's that hard to maneuver. Sometimes I'll show it.
No, it's not hard to maneuver. When you have a lot of oil on there, you do got to be careful when you take the turns. You don't want to take it too, fast. You want to go real slow with it because the oil, you know, when it rocks back and forth, it makes waves. So it'll kind of push back and forth. So it'll give it that extra push, you know, when you're turning. So it can cause a turnover.
Have you ever had a case in the 4 years where a bad driver is coming at you and you had to think fast?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, I had to just, but I tend to, like, if I'm on the highway, I tend to just stay in the slow lane, or in the residential areas. I just, if there's a crazy driver, I just slow down or I stop, and I let them do whatever they got to do and keep going.
I have that idea too. And where do you live, Angel? What town?
I'm from East Haven.
And what did you do before you were a driver? How did you get into this?
Well, I mean, I was doing delivering pizza for New Haven, and then I was I do automotive mechanic. I repair cars on the side, so I'm an entrepreneur. I like.
And how did you get into this?
Well, I figured, well, if I'm gonna drive for a pizza place doing deliveries, I might as well take it up a notch.
And what pizza place was it?
Tiggy's Pizza.
So now you showed me you have another business too.
Yes.
When you're not driving, and Babs, can you hear us okay?
Yes.
When you're not driving this oil truck, what are you doing for money?
Well, I also have a little embroidery side business. I embroider hats. I have my own clothing line, Collaboratory26 at Instagram.com.
And when did you start this clothing line and why?
I started it back probably when the pandemic, 4 or 5 years ago. That's when the former president was in office. He's like, everybody needs masks, mandatory. Mine was on Amazon 2 months away, and my girlfriend, she's like, oh well, I know how to make masks. Okay, so we went to go buy a sewing machine, supplies, and from a little sewing machine, I graduated to an embroidery machine because it was just for me and my family. But everybody started wanting masks and stuff, so I just
So this was this is 3 years ago. We've only
Yeah.
had the pandemic
yeah,
3
like
years.
3 years ago.
So you started because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You started with your girlfriend doing
Yeah.
masks, and now
Yeah.
you're doing more than masks.
Yep.
What are you
Yep.
doing now?
Well, now I have 2 big machines where I can do bigger logos and stuff like that.
So the business grew.
So it grew a little bit. Yeah.
Are you making money?
Yeah, I'm making a little bit of money.
And are you going to sew tonight or tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I'm doing a little barber shop. I'm doing like 4 shirts at a barber shop and stuff.
What time you doing that?
Well, when I get out of here,
What time is that?
probably like 2, 3 o'clock, maybe 4.
So before dinner, you'll do that?
Yes.
And what's the barbershop? You don't have to tell me if you don't know.
I don't.
And how many total calls do you have today?
Today I have about like 20 total calls.
And what's a typical day?
Wow.
A typical day is probably like 20 to 30.
So it is a typical day.
Yeah.
It's not busier than usual.
No.
Oh, I thought you said it was a busier day.
Well,
Oh, there's the barbershop.
The barbershop is the Untitled Barbershop,
The Untitled Barbershop. Where are they based?
and they're based on Washington Ave.
Oh, in the hill.
670
Yeah.
Washington Ave, New Haven, Connecticut.
Do you have any questions for Angel, Babs?
I make sure you get his information about his business so we can
will
put
get
it
the
in the.
information. What about Easter? What are you gonna do for Easter?
Well, he's spend time with the family. Maybe take him out on an egg hunt and enjoy.
How many kids do you have?
I have 4 kids, and
Uh-huh.
then I have my girlfriend's niece and nephew.
So it's gonna be a big Easter hunt. Where's it gonna be?
Probably at my house, most likely. I mean, we got a big yard, so I'll probably just
In East Haven.
tuck the in East Haven, tuck the egg somewhere, and
So Babs, we got special permission from Angel's boss to do this interview. So I think we
Yeah.
need to let him go back on the road.
if you want to take a shot at what I drive, and if you want to come closer, then you can see them.
This is purplefuels.com, and you'll get Angel Diaz to take it to your door. Okay, Babs?
Thank you
So
so
this
much.
is Angel and Paul on Muncher Street signing off from Love Babs Love Talk at WNHHA.
Oh, that's cute. Oh.